welcome to another Mumdays video. Hello, what is that? Like, we will rock you? Not hello, but the we will rock you. The kids are asleep, Tom's away. It's been testing. Thankfully, the weather's calmed down. I thought it was the weather that was making them testing. No, they're just kids, isn't it? Testing. And I realised I haven't done an 8 months pregnancy update, so I thought I would do one tonight. And then I realised that Tom has taken my tripod. So this is a different tripod that's much taller, so therefore I can't sit down because otherwise it looks like I'm like down here with this weird angle where I'd be like, oh, it's just weird. So I can't, so I'm standing basically. Put some flowers there. Thought that might brighten up the shot. Nice. Great. 8 months pregnancy update. I am a little bit late. I'm 36 weeks now. Yeah, it's been I knew that July was going to be really tough. I knew it was going to be quite full on. We had some holidays booked in, which you know about because I talked to you about them. We've been filming, which you know about because I've talked about that. Then Tom went on his trek. Then he's now in Rwanda. I went on a book tour with Paige and Lindsay, which you know about because I vlogged that. So it just feels like it's been really manic. Pregnancy-wise, I mean, I've been good. The whole pregnancy, especially the early stages, people have been like, this weather, you must be really hot, from about May. And I've literally only been feeling it in the last couple of weeks. But I am so glad that the temperature has dropped. Literally, I was thrilled to be wearing a jumper the other day, giddy even, to be pulling out some of my maternity wardrobe from her last few pregnancies. Nothing is fitting. I'm getting to that stage in pregnancy where, you know, it's the last few weeks, it's, you know, I'm not gonna buy anything else because what's the point? I won't be in it for long. This could be my last pregnancy, and so I've got loads of maternity stuff that I won't wear. So yeah, so I have had a little paddy every morning where I'm a bit like, ugh, what do I wear? Ugh, it's hot. Yeah, so yeah, I'm glad it's over because I literally have felt like wearing nothing, and it turns out that you do actually still have to wear clothes when you are pregnant. You can pee in a policeman's hat, believe it or not, that's actually true, I believe, isn't it? I'm gullible, so if anyone tells me anything like that, I believe it. But you cannot become a nudist in the streets of London, so reluctantly worn clothes. And it's been busy, it has been really busy. The podcast goes live tomorrow. So we start that tomorrow, so I'm really pleased that it'll be here at 5 PM. The first episode is with Ore Aduba, a really good episode. Yeah, so I just have felt a bit and I didn't get to that point with the boys, but I do think it's work and pressure and I have to give myself a little bit of space. That said, as soon as I was finished, as soon as the book tour ended, I literally was home, packing my hospital bag, which I'll share with you next week, what's in that. And I was washing clothes. I'd already started washing some bits, but doing some more. The nursery's finished and me and the boys built the little crib for our room. I've just basically been doing lots of little bits and I've got loads to do on my to-do list. I've got a quite big to-do list. Some bits for work and some bits just home life, just like life admin and, you know, getting ready for Buzz starting school, sob, making sure he's got the right uniform. I bought his shoes the other day. So yeah, just getting all those bits done. It just feels like there's a lot right now. It just feels quite full on at the moment, and so it's nice that the end is in sight, and I can start just kind of chilling out a little bit more, which is good, because the hormones and the emotions have started to rise. I can tell you that right now. Anyway, I'm majorly deviating from what this video should be about. The baby is the size of a honeydew melon, or a lion cub, or cotton candy, like the kind of cotton candy you might get at a fair. All three, again, never looked at those three things and thought, wow, you're all the same size. Feeling it though, I am feeling heavier. Baby is still as it has been for about the last 2 months. Head is low, bum is here. You can't see me. Head is low, bum is here. feet are around here, so I'm feeling loads of movement all the time. And actually my placenta has been here the whole time. I think that the placenta usually just stays where it's kind of where it attaches, and that's it. Placenta is there, which when I first had my scan actually, and I found out, the sonographer said, oh, you probably won't feel that much movement, you know. And actually I've been feeling more movement than ever. But someone did say that's because there's more space in there, because it's like an extension every time you get pregnant. The baby has a lot more space in there, so it's, you know, kicking and stuff. And to be honest, this baby moves so much, like so much. If I sit still for a few seconds, I can literally feel the baby kicking all the time. And I had a massive period today where I was in meetings, so I'd gone from one meeting to another, so it's about the space of like, actually, and then we had lunch, so about over 4 hours the baby was moving constantly, to the point where I had to kind of like press here just to kind of like say, calm down baby, we're okay, just to kind of rub that leg that's here away from my ribs, because it was quite uncomfortable. So yeah, lots and lots of movement, which is great. I don't feel like maybe my first few pregnancies I realised how important that was, staying on top of movement. Whenever the midwives asked, I'd be like, yeah, loads of movement. But having heard so much about Kick's Count, and obviously being more involved with Tommies and hearing more stories from people who have gone through stillbirths and baby loss, it's just made me much more kick aware, so I am staying far more on top of that than usual, which may be a reason why I am more in tune with it. But I do genuinely think this baby is a lot more active. Sometimes I just can't believe what's going on in there. It's ridiculous. Oh yeah, so because the baby is there at the moment, it's kind of semi, like it's on the side-ish. So at some point the baby will swivel, but sometimes babies swivel in labour apparently quite naturally. So that's fine. At 34 weeks, had a midwife appointment, and I just mentioned in passing that my hands were a tiny bit itchy, and my hands and my feet. I just noticed one day that I was like itching my hands a lot, and like, you know when you dig the balls of your feet in the ground a bit and have a good old like itch like that, kind of like when you've taking heels off after a night out and they're just really uncomfortable. I just mentioned that. It wasn't anything major, but we thought we'd do some tests anyway, and my bile acids came back as being a little bit raised, which can not lead to complications, but it can take me off being low risk. It can mean that I've got to go over from midwife led to having an obstetrician there, which isn't ideal. So I've had more tests, and the bile acids have come down, but I'm now borderline, so just working out what that means. And because it's basically your liver's not acting in the way that it should. It's acting in an abnormal way, and releasing can release some toxins into your bloodstream, which obviously isn't very good for baby. So that is being monitored at the moment. I mean, I saw a physician today who said that it's all good, it's all fine. He doesn't think I'm high risk at all, and so it should all be plain sailing. And because I usually give birth, well, the boys came at 37+4 and 38+4, so we're expecting the baby to arrive really within the next sort of 3 weeks, and if I go over that, then it's quite likely that I'll have a discussion to be induced before 40 weeks, just because obviously I'm low risk, but if I go beyond that, he doesn't want me to become high risk, so or be at risk. So I'd rather play on the safe side of that, so I'm just listening to what I'm being told. But I've had 2 sessions now where I've had to sort of sit there and be monitored, like they just monitor the baby's heartbeat and stuff, and just check that the baby's happy and healthy. So I've been sat there for like 30 minutes just listening to the heartbeat, which is just lovely. I guess maybe that's one reason why I've not done this video, just because it has been so uncertain, and not knowing what that's going to mean. I still don't know what that's going to mean, but I do feel like knowing that I've got a few weeks for stuff to happen naturally just makes me go, it's fine, like, it's fine. It will all be fine. I feel like I said that a lot in these videos, but yeah, I do feel much calmer having had some more monitoring today and seeing the physician, has put my mind at ease because he was so laid back about it. So that's good. On the plus side, my headaches, my nausea, that's all gone. I'm not feeling that anymore. That's always a bonus. So I was waking up, wasn't I, really, really groggy. But saying that, I have been really on top of all of my vitamins and my iron. I've had to take iron because my iron was low as well. And also having loads and loads of water. So I do think my pregnant care, my iron and my water have really, really helped. Sleeping a little bit more, that has helped. So just general self-care. I've heard the word self-care so much lately, and it does make me sound a bit of a tit, but the self-care, having a bit of self-care, I don't think is a bad thing. Moving around wise, it's getting harder, which is probably why I'm saying it's been tough with the boys. You know, like tidying up and cooking and bending down and picking up and changing nappies, like it's a lot of up and down movement, and where basically my pelvis is actually hurting quite a bit when I get up and down off the floor. So I've got to be really careful about how I do stuff, and actually I'm feeling quite a lot in my lower back now as well. Just sort of like twinges and stuff, which is probably where the baby's kicking and you know, where the weight is sitting and stuff like that. So yeah, so I'm just not, you know, sprightly mum right now and able to chase the boys around and stop them doing stuff, and you know, kids, when they know that you're weak, they know your weaknesses, they just go, you try and stop me, and they do it anyway. So yeah, that is what I mean by the boys being testing. They've just been cheeky. They've also been absolute delights and given me lots of cuddles and given the baby lots of love. So it's a balance, really, isn't it? It's a balance. Well, I don't know if this has been a proper 8 months pregnancy video at all, but I've rambled on, haven't I? Yeah, so I am feeling a lot calmer and a lot more prepared now that the nursery's finished, that the crib's up and that the hospital bag is packed. I am feeling more prepared, and I think that is making me feel calmer. Crossing off the work to-do list is also helping, something I didn't really factor in actually. I'm really glad that the podcast is going live tomorrow. That's really, really exciting. I am ready now to take a back seat and to just enjoy the next couple of months, really. Ooh, let's show you the bump. Let's show you the bump in the clothes that fit, because it's very, very stretchy. So there you go. I never know what to do with my arms in this section. Do we just do the YMCA? Anyway, that's the bump. Should we do it that way as well? That's the bump there. Now I just feel like I'm doing lunges for you. Anyway, that was weird. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. But I shall speak to you very, very soon. Lots of love. Bye.